Hi, this is Lisa Rangel with Chameleon Resumes, the premier executive resume writing company, and thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I want to talk to you about 4 places where you can look for open jobs. And I know that is a very hot topic today. And I want to give you the path where you can find them, and it'll make your life a little bit easier because obviously things aren't so easy nowadays. So first place to look for where a company may be hiring is, and this is an obvious one, but I just want to put it on the list, is where companies are advertising that they're hiring. Now, I'm not even talking about necessarily job boards, but companies that are putting themselves in the news as hiring. And the key is then to look for individuals within those companies in the areas where you are, what your profession is, and reach out to them directly. You know, don't only go through HR or the posted job openings. You want to make sure that you're reaching out to people at those companies and networking with them directly, and getting them to interview or do informational interviews with you directly. So that's number 1. Number 2, this one may be a little counterintuitive, but companies that are downsizing is also a place to look for open jobs. Now, that may not make any sense to you, but I want you to keep something in mind. The overall net number of hires is going to be negative over the next few months. We're going to have more people laid off than hired, but that hired number is not 0. And when a company is typically laying off, that action of laying off individuals actually can cause hires to happen to facilitate that layoff. There's people that need to help people with COBRA benefits. There's people that need to help with checks being negotiated and paid. There's departments that may have to lay off in stages. And as a result of being laid off in stages, people may leave prematurely, causing openings. So again, it seems counterintuitive, but I've seen it happen time and time again when I was a recruiter, and now being an executive resume writing company owner. I see companies hire individuals either full-time or on a contract basis to help them facilitate the layoff that's happening within their organization. So if you see a company laying off, I would start reaching out to, again, the line managers. You're not going to see these jobs posted either. You're going to have to reach out to line managers, and you're going to have to reach out to individuals separately within the company and see where informational interviews you can get and what opportunity you can capitalize in that capacity. Which leads me to number 3. I would look for and consider, especially if you're not working, contract roles, consulting roles, temporary roles, basically anything on a short-term basis, because many companies are now in survival mode, and while they're cutting costs and reducing expenses, and cutting staff, the work still needs to be done. They just want individuals to do it on a short-term, obviously as low a cost as they can get basis. And if you're not working, you want to stay engaged, and it's something that you're open to, you can be a low-cost alternative to a company, and that doesn't mean you have to take bottom dollar either, but it just means that you can then keep working in some capacity on a consulting, a temporary, or a contract basis. So I would look for, if you're on like Indeed.com or any of the job boards, whatever job you normally look for, I would look for add the word contract or temporary to the search. That'll help. You can look on Flex Jobs. You can look on you can go to temporary agencies, consulting firms, and see what projects they may have for particular clients where they're bringing on 1099 people, and that might help you. And then, the 4th place to look is, I mentioned in number 3 that companies are in survival mode, but with number 4, there's going to be companies that are ethically looking to capitalize on the fact that we're in a recession, and they're using this period in a forward-thinking manner and looking to position themselves to thrive after this recession is over. And I would look at those forward-thinking companies that are building their infrastructure and building their team and putting the right team in place. So this way, eventually we're all going to come out of this. It's going to look different, and I can't imagine us being unscathed, but we will come out of this. And forward-thinking companies are looking for forward-thinking people to add to their staff, either on a permanent basis or on a contract basis. And that may be a place that you can also explore. Again, exploratory interviews, you're not going to find this stuff on job boards. You're going to need to talk to people directly and reach out to them via, virtually in a direct manner. So those are 4 places. that you can find openings, and one is obvious, one is obvious, one is not so obvious, and the other two are a little unorthodox and sort of opposite thinking, but I know you can think with me that way and make it happen. And I want you to have your resume ready for all of these different opportunities. So I've put a link in the bottom there to my resume templates that you can grab your copy and use to create your own resume. And these are templates that I've created that have been landing interviews for our clients. And so I know they're proven, I know they work, and they're designed by me, a former recruiter who had to deal with these resumes all the time and get them. I received them and I sent them, and so I know what they need to look like. So I designed them personally. So again, that link will be down there. And if you find that this video will help someone, I'm going to ask you to share it. If you liked it, I'm going to ask you to like it. If you have a comment or a question, you can either email me at lr@chameleonresumes.com or put a comment down below under the description there. I read and reply to every email and every comment. And make sure you subscribe so this way you don't miss next week's video. And we'll go from there. Have a great one, and stay strong and stay safe. Bye.